Hello, everybody. I'm trying to get Instagram on here. It's high tech stuff.
It
It's
is.
stuff. Hey, Diane, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I think I got it. I think I got it. And then I just don't know, but I think I did it. And I
We're
just,
on.
yeah, we're on. We're on. But
Well, I've taken your advice where you go, just keep clicking it until
just
it
keep clicking
works.
until it works. Right.
Yeah, and I've done the same thing.
Yeah, and I'm just anyway. Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday night. I have to tell you, starting in April, we'll be moving over to Wednesdays. Because why? Because spring is coming, and y'all want to get out on the weekends. So we're going to be doing this on Wednesday night. So come on in, say hello, and let's see who's
Mark your calendars.
mark calendars too. Yes. Hello, Slayers Selections. Thank you for being here. Jean, good to see you. And Delora, we were just talking about you. We are just talking about you. Thank you for being here, Delora. I appreciate you being here. Well, everyone, if you are new to us, welcome. Thanks for being here. Instagram, thank you. YouTube and Facebook, thank you so much for being here. If you don't know who I am, my name is Elias Patras, and I am so honored to have the co-founder of MindBodySpirit.fm, Diane Ray, with us. How are you doing tonight?
I am doing so good. I've had such a great day today. It was International Women's Day.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I went to an amazing demonstration here in San Diego, and just a bunch of like-minded people waving signs. It was so fun. And to top it off, then I came home and I beat my husband at Scrabble, and that's never happened before. So I'm rolling with it. Today's a good day.
Today is a good day. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And we've got so much going on, you guys. If you have not, well, I'm going to see if I could do this, guys. So just bear with. I'm going to try and do it. I can't guarantee that it's going to work, but you know what? I'm so blessed that Diane's here because she's like, okay, let's just do it. Let's just
See what
try it.
happens. Yeah.
What happens. So I'm going to go here and let's see what happens. So I'm going to share. Get ready, everybody. Hold on to your hold on to your buttons. Hold on to the buttons, everybody. So I'm going to go to the share screen portion. Oh gosh, here it goes. And there we have it. I think we're here. Yes, and share. Can you see it?
Oh, wow. Yes.
That's
There's our
cool.
homepage.
So this is mindbodyspirit.fm, the podcast network that Diane and Tina are so beautifully brought together. And there you have so many amazing, I'm going to say luminaries. You really do.
Luminaries, spiritual teachers,
That's
health and wellness.
amazing people. Look at all these people, everybody. Just take
Some names you'll recognize.
Yeah, there's Radley Valentine. Rachel Corpus. Did I say her last name correctly?
Rachel Corpus.
Yes.
Sandra Ann Taylor. That's a new show there, Inside Wink. That's Jean Trebek and Allison Martin.
I like the picture. It's very good. You've got all these amazing Jacob's Ladder. I really like Jacob Cooper. He
is an up and comer.
Yeah.
Great teacher. Really nice guy.
Yeah.
Check out his show. Some other familiar faces: Lisa Campion, Laura Worcester.
Here's my friend Laura West. Love her. And Laura Worcester. I love
Laura Worcester.
Yeah, love her.
There's you.
And I love Dr. Stephen Farmer. Really,
he is so great.
So amazing. You've got so many. We can go on and on. You've got so many.
Keep scrolling down. There's me.
There's you. You've got some just. I didn't see this one dropping in an Omega podcast.
That's the Omega Institute. We have all of their older back catalog shows. Mm-hmm. So if you love people that, generally appear at Omega, they have some amazing teachers. So I hope you get to give that podcast a listen.
Yeah, you've got some. Oh, and here's
Vincent Jenna.
I did not know Vincent Jenna was in the movie Grease.
He was. He's very proud of that. And he loves to tell people. And that was one of my favorite movies as a kid. I remember begging my father to buy me the soundtrack.
Do you know, Diane, I went to go see it in the movie theater. Hold on to your brain there. I went to see it 21 times. I was in
21. Oh,
I was
wow.
in 7th grade, and when I was 16, I did community theater, and I was in Greece twice. So I was, if you ever,
Wow. What was your part?
well, I was secondary chorus, and then I also tried out for duty because I had really good falsetto range, and they wanted someone taller, as usually the case is, with
So
me.
did you sing Grease Lightning?
I was a backup singer and dancer for that. Yes,
Oh, I love it.
yes, yes. So it was fun. But you've got all these amazing people. Oh, here's my friend Liz Winter. I love
Liz Winter from Australia.
Australia. She was in my class with Dougal Fraser. Really awesome people. But you've got some amazing, amazing people. And guys, please, please, please go check out mindbodyspirit.fm, and
Thanks
you'll
for the
see.
shout out. And we have a free mobile app too. So you can listen to Elias and any of the shows on your phone. Just download the app and you'll be good to go. Or your
Yes,
favorite podcast app, Apple,
yes.
Spotify. We're everywhere.
You're everywhere. And let's say hello to people. Dolores says that's why my
Hi.
ears are ringing. Hello, Mary Ann Wilkins on Instagram. Thank you for being here. Stephanie
What a
Serby. Hello, thank you. And
What a great group. Oh, Delora was asking my top score in Scrabble.
yes,
Well, I just want to say my husband has beaten me consistently, and this was the first time that I beat him, so I'm very happy.
that's
And
good.
I used all my tiles, and I don't remember my top word. I wish I could. I was so thrilled to win, so I'm going to brag on that.
Dolores says East Coast represent. Woot, woot.
Woo woo.
This is what Dolores went to Boston. Diane, she went to Boston and she had a sign because she went to go see Laura, and she made a sign that said "Woot woot to the Worcester."
Oh, and she visited Laura in
when
Massachusetts.
when she was doing a program in Methuen. And she had a
Wow.
big sign that said "Woot woot to the Worcester." So it's cool. Hello, Danielle. And Dolores like, tell me more, tell me more. You're cute. Hi, Irma. Good to see you. So we're talking tonight about self-awareness. And I have to tell you, everybody that's listening, honestly, truly, if you go, not because I'm on there, but Diane and Tina both, you take Hay House Radio and you combine it with Unity Radio and you blend that together, and you have a powerhouse of people. You have a powerhouse. You two do an amazing job with your podcasts. And I think that all these people that are on here, so good about helping self-awareness. What would you say would be the, like, there's so many podcasts that you could choose from, right?
So
So
many.
how do you say, okay, I really want to know more about self-awareness? What would you do? Like, you go to Mind Body Spirit FM, and I would read all the profiles and everything of people. Isn't that what you would do?
Sure, and just kind of see who you resonate with. I mean, that's what we always like to say. Tina likes to say we're a buffet, kind of a buffet table of choices, and we really want to meet people where they're at, wherever they are in their spiritual journey, or if you're just kind of starting out, taking some steps, you're interested in things, and you're looking for a teacher. Maybe you're interested in meditation or ways to self heal, all of those things. So we just want to be a place that people can come and feel safe to explore, find a teacher that is someone that they really connect with and
Mhm.
want to hear more. Maybe it's angels, maybe it's Radley, maybe it's something that you're teaching. So we want to continue to provide that kind of content because we feel it's so needed. And we've even started to gather special sections of shows that we think will really help people during these crazy times. So there's a section on the site that's like podcast to help you in crazy times because, things are getting nutty
They are.
out there, people. We need support, wherever you lie, people need help right now.
So true. This is so true. Hello, Seattle Dog Girl, and hello, Adventures of Lynn. Thanks for being here on Instagram.
How fun. What a great group.
It is a
I
great
can
group.
feel the energy, all these people. I love it.
I'm so blessed to have amazing people that follow, that support, that. And here's the thing, this is such a great topic, renewing self-awareness, because I think we learn on this level, and then what happens is from here, that stuff allows us to sink deeper. And I
Mhm.
think with each awareness, with each aha, we go deeper and deeper and understand so much of, I don't know, stuff that has been around maybe since the 80s and 90s. And people have, like Dr. Wayne Dyer, you've had him on the show before, and his teachings are still fresh. They're
It's
still fresh.
timeless.
Yeah,
Recently I read, I mean, I had my Hay House days. I mentioned those, and I read the famous Louise Hay book, You Can Heal Your Life, which was written in the 80s.
yeah,
And I hadn't read it in a long time, and I picked it up again just recently. And it still holds up.
it does. Yeah,
Even from written, back then. It's like the 80s back then.
way back then.
But yeah, it's still relevant. The what she was teaching and what she was saying then, I think, is still relevant. And a lot of things Dr. Dyer was teaching, and I hope people still explore those teachers and read the books.
And
I think they're timeless.
you give that great opportunity for people to come on the podcast. I know some people are just on the podcast. Like I know Laura Wusta has guests, Laura West has guests,
Mhm.
I have guests, and it's just what a great opportunity to get people to get to know others. And I think it's really important. And I have to tell you, Diane, everyone told me, she's like, just check in with one of the podcasters and see if the two of you can come together and do a podcast. And I think that's just a great idea. Great idea to get.
It's worked. And we have such a great community where people are, you and Laura Awusta, got together and hit it off, and you guys are doing the Monday broadcasts, and other hosts have met each other, and there's a lot of cross-pollination going on. And just last week I went to a retreat that two of our hosts put together, April Wyatt and Victoria Shaw, and they
Hmm.
met each other through the network, and then now they're teaching together. So it's just great to see when those things happen, and people make friendships and alliances and teach together.
I love it. Tell me how did you get, because some people know, and we have several new people on here. How did you get started in your journey of self-awareness?
Wow. Well, I think that the journey is still always, unveiling, I guess, always revealing itself, because I still feel I have a lot to learn. I'm still the student and the seeker. But I mean, my journey started back like in radio days,
Mhm.
and I loved radio and music, and so I got involved in that, in broadcasting, and then it all kind of morphed down the road to podcasting now. But being able to be involved with Hay House Radio, kind of when online radio was just starting, and being able to work with all of those incredible teachers like Dr. Dyer and Louise and John Holland and Carolyn Mace. I mean, the list goes on. So that really kind of fed my soul, because I was always interested in those things. So
Mhm.
I always was kind of a question asker, asking the big questions. And just to say, like, for self-renewal, and this is such a great topic for this time of year. We're going into, Easter, Passover, and spring, it's just a great time to start asking yourself those questions.
Mhm. I would agree. I would agree. And I think people don't recognize that we're always. All right, let me reword this. I believe that we should always question and always keep on going further into that questioning. Like, I thought about this last year, and this year I'm thinking about this, and how do we always get more of those golden nuggets, more of the just the little morsels that are so good that we carry on, and we think about, and we're like, well, what else? What else is there? Like I always tell people, even when they find a penny on the floor, I always say, what else is possible? How can it get better than this? And I think people to question things and to get that, oh, what else is out there? What if I didn't have to worry so much about I have to manifest, I have to manifest, I have to create a vision board. Well, maybe the vision board isn't how you did it last year. Maybe the vision board is all about renewing your awareness and doing something different, like taking an action step. And that's what I just taught a class about. They didn't like me because, well, they did like me, but I said, all right, cut out 20 pictures and you have 5 minutes to do it. They're like, what? I said, yeah, because if you sit there and go, well, I think I like that. This is like rapid reading, you're just getting what your brain is like, okay, now out of those 20, I want you to pick 5. And out of those 5, I want you to write 3 action steps that's going to get you to that picture. So it's not like you go past the vision board and go, oh, that looks nice. I want a car. It's all right. Did I call the dealership? Did I test drive a car? What are 3 action steps that you can do so this vision board doesn't collect dust underneath your bed? And
What a fun exercise. I
yeah,
have to do that. I have to try that.
it's
That
a really
sounds kind of like, how some people like to do their morning pages or just kind of free writing and not judging what you're writing, just let your mind kind of stream of consciousness thing. And
yeah.
then go back and look at it, or go back and read it, see what comes up.
It was something that just like I was in the shower, Diane, and this thought just came into my head. I'm like, that's a great idea. That's a really great idea. Hello, Angela. Thank you for being here.
Well,
And
all good ideas come in the shower, I think.
I think anything with water. John
Yes.
Holland always said that any psychic impression is always happening when there's water. Hello, Charismatic Creations. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it.
Oh, well, that's a great title.
It is. I like it. And speaking of great titles and great people, I'm just going to do a shameless plug, everybody. We've got something that I'm going to be part of that Diane has gotten together. You and Tina got people together. And this is something that you're doing to really help with this awareness. And it's live and it's there. You are going to be part of, should I put it on the board? I think I'm
Sure.
Sure. Here we go.
Do it. Will it work? Yay.
So New Living Expo, this is their 22nd.
We're very excited about this.
Yeah. Do you want to tell people a little bit about it?
Yeah, well, I'll share a little bit. We're going to be a part of New Living Expo doing a panel on Friday. And if you're in the San Rafael area, which is beautiful Marin, near San Francisco, if you're in California, we're very excited to be able to introduce mindbodyspirit.fm podcast network to people coming to the expo. And also everybody on the panel is going to be presenting a workshop at this event. So really the idea is to, promote the workshops to the attendees and also let people know about the network and the podcast network and each person's podcast. So it's win-win. And this is our first kind of step out into an event, an expo, and hopefully there'll be more to come down the road. Because I love events. I mean, I used to do, events during my Hay House days. They were called I Can Do It's. And maybe some people have attended some of those. And they're just so fun. And you meet the best people and make friends and, see incredible speakers. So this is going to be fun.
I am excited, and I'm
excited you're teaching.
I'm so honored to be with these amazing, Bradley Valentine and Kimberly Meredith and Kelly Sullivan and Vincent, am I pronouncing his last name?
Vincent Jenna. Yeah, it's really a great group. We've got people talking about angels, dreams, and Rachel Corpus is very, very interesting. She is an angel incarnate.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll have to hear how she describes that experience.
I'm excited. I'm super excited. So guys, if you're in the area, please stop by. You can go to newlivingexpo.com for all the information. go to where it says speakers, go where it says schedule, and you can see the schedule. And okay, let's see if I can do this. Cross your
You're
fingers.
good at this.
And on Saturday, May 10th, I am teaching my very first big class on thank you, FU to thank you, the mindset principle. It is totally based on the book, everybody. It is based on the changing the FU to thank you, how to flip the script and see the gift. And it is a workbook. So I'm super excited. I will be doing a book signing there as well. So please come join us. I'm just thrilled to be part of it. Just thrilled to be
We're
part.
excited. It's in May, so have a little time to plan if you need to, make travel plans. And you're going to be so close to San Francisco. So, why not?
Why not? San Francisco, Sacramento, right? Like kind of like
Not far. I mean, Marin it's just like over the bridge.
okay.
And you're there, so it's very close. You could do the city, do Pier 39, all of the great stuff there, take a trolley ride.
I haven't been. I mean, my
Have
husband.
you never been to San Francisco?
No, my husband's from Turlock. So I've been
Okay.
to Turlock. I've been to Beverly Hills because we did training with Ed DeBevick's restaurant, that crazy 50s, 60s place. So those are the only and I've been to San Diego. Those are the three things.
Okay, so this is your Northern California leg. Well, you'll be able to check that out. But it's fun. It's a fun part of the country, and it should be beautiful that time of year too.
Yeah, it's going to be good. I'm just checking if anybody has any questions. Guys, do you have any questions about ways of renewing awareness or anything that you want to know about Body, Mind, Spirit, Mind, Body, Spirit.fm, the podcast?
About anything. I'm an open book.
And let me tell you, Diane has, like I said, has interviewed some amazing people. Who is amongst I'm sure there's many, but who at the top of your head comes to mind about someone who was really fascinating when you interviewed them?
Well, I'd have to say just recently, I got to speak with Marianne Williamson, and I was very nervous because she's super smart, and I just didn't want to be a, bumbling blah, blah, blah. What do I say? So I studied up, and she had a new book out, or she has a new recent book, The Mystic Jesus. So some incredible teachings. And I learned a lot, and she was very gracious and not scary, but I was afraid that I was nervous. She's smart. I had to go toe to toe with Marianne Williamson,
She's a smart lady. And I saw her back in the day when I was still living in Chicago at Northwestern University. And she gave a huge talk, and it was my first time meeting her, and just an amazing woman. Delora has a question. Which interview made you laugh the most?
For me, which interview made me laugh the most?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Of a person that I spoke to. I would have to say, this is going back a little bit, when I worked with Dr. Dyer on Hay House Radio, a lot of people don't think that he was funny, but he could be very funny. And he was like the master of the dad joke. And, sometimes we'd be ready to go back on the air. He would talk to somebody, and right before we'd go on, he'd say something like silly, like, I can't believe I'm going to share this story, but it's funny. He was talking about coffee enemas, and he would say Starbutts, the coffee. He would talk about Starbutts coffee, just silly stuff like that. And then you'd have to go back on the air and you'd be laughing, So he could be very funny, and I think people don't realize that he could be funny. Like he had a good sense of humor.
And what a nice man. I got to see him once, and he was just so charismatic, and his daughter was with him, and she would.
Which one? He's got 8 kids.
The one that sings.
Oh, Sky. Her name is Sky.
Yeah,
yes.
You could see when she came on stage and how much love he had for her. And it was just a
He was
beautiful,
so proud of all of them,
yeah,
all of his kids.
just
And there was another funny incident where one daughter was getting married, Serena, and she was having this big blowout wedding in Maui in Hawaii. And he was saying, I'm just writing the checks, writing the checks. And I said, well, you could have done what I did when I got married. And I went to the Viva Las Vegas Wedding Chapel and I got the hound dog package. And he thought that was so funny. And so he would bring that up and he's like, yeah, I'm going to tell Serena that, we're going to spring for the hound dog package because I had the Elvis impersonator and all that. And he thought that was great. And I said, it would have been a lot cheaper than whatever you're paying for this blowout that you're having in Hawaii. We just took the cheap way out.
What do you have coming up on your podcast? What's coming up for you? Like people that
it's interesting. Like for my show, I mean, I just try to find stories. Like the name of my podcast, it's like Be Present, the Diane Ray Show. There's reasons, but mostly like all of the good names were taken, so I didn't know what to call the podcast. But being present and being not worrying about everything else is something that I struggle with. I come from a long line of worriers. My grandmother was always worry and anxiety and what's going to happen next. And so I'm trying to like be present. But I like to talk to people that have great stories to share and any inspirational stories. And I just did an interview with someone that hasn't aired yet of her sharing how she went through a lot of grief of her son had committed suicide. And it was just like her sharing her story of how she was able to deal with, such a life-changing event. So yeah, I mean, sometimes I don't have anybody in the wings and then I'll get, oh, do you want to talk to this person? And I'll do it on the fly. So I wish I could say I was more prepared and planned out. But yeah, that one was good. She was it was very touching, to talk to her about her experience.
And doing the podcast, everybody, I mean, I could tell you my experience, like Diane was just saying, so I remember when I first signed up for mindbodyspirit.fm and I'm like, I was so excited. I'm like, here's my list. Here's all my guests.
You were buttoned up.
And I ran through it. And now I was like, okay, like you, I'm like, all right, I don't want to bring the same people on. I wanted to do something fresh. And then I met a whole group of people and I'm like, I like this one. I like this one. I like this one. So we just had Erica Cook on talking about tarot. And it was just fascinating about some stuff that guys have to go listen to the podcast. But
yes,
it was really great. And it's just, to me, I get excited about the whole process. I mean, sometimes it is on the fly. Sometimes it's like, who can I have this week?
right.
Or who do I have? Now, I know usually everybody, I was consistent. I was on every week. And then we had the holidays. So I took some time off. And then we had the cruise and all that other stuff, where I was a keynote speaker. And it's just I've been doing every other week. So we'll get back to the once a week in a moment, everybody. But it's a lot. It's a lot of, those 20 to 40 minutes go by so fast. And the preparation prior to it is just awesome.
It takes work. I mean, I have to read, I'll read through a manuscript.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to interview anybody without preparing and at least knowing, what they're talking about and, what direction that you're going to take. So yeah, it does take some preparation and, you don't want to do a disservice to your guest, by not being somewhat prepared. So I do prepare and study before, I interview the person.
Barking on the truth. Yes. Yeah. Barking on the truth. Thank you. She's so excited. That's Willow. We have Willow and Harry. Aww. Willow turned 8 yesterday. I was going to tell you, I'm going to just share this with everybody because these are great books, guys, and they're also great authors. Kathleen L. was on the cruise ship with me, and she gave a talk about dealing with her book is called Shattered Together: A Mother's Journey from Grief to Belief, a guide to help you through sudden loss. And this is the book. It's a bestseller. This is the book, and she drew this. It's a cracked heart, but when you look at it, that is the profile of her son.
Oh, wow. That is a great graphic. I wouldn't have noticed that at
Yeah,
first.
and it's really great. This is Kathleen. This is a great book. And then another friend of mine who's a dating coach. If you want these people's info, Diane, talk to them. Amazing. Family Gap Year. She took the whole, and this is what I mean, guys, about self-awareness. That's why I'm bringing these up. She took the whole year off. She's a lawyer originally. She took the year off from Chicago, took her husband and the kids, left for Brazil, and turned off everything. They were off the radar. And she was talking about how they went through Brazil, and they visited relatives, and they actually didn't have cell phones during on the table. It's just so it's
What a great experience.
yeah, and this is her.
You learn so much from story, and one of the things I really love about podcast is that it does give everybody the opportunity to tell their story, and you can get a show going relatively inexpensively. I mean, this setup here that I have, it is not expensive. You can get it on Amazon, and if you really want to do it and get your story out there, you can,
Yeah.
and there's so many great people to listen to that are doing podcasts, and there's some great investigative journalism, and I love it. I'm listening to podcasts all the time.
Well, I'm hoping one of these days, after Delora writes her other book that she's supposed to write, I hope that Delora has a podcast with you, because she's got a lot of information. In fact,
What kind of show would she like to do?
Oh, she can do a show on a lot of things. In your opinion, do the organic shows get more traffic?
I mean, by organic, do you mean like on the fly, or I'm not sure.
She'll oh, hang on.
She's living her show right now.
Yeah. And then, yes, I know. And then, do you mean the ones that are just off the cuff, where there's no questions written? Delora, what do you mean?
Less practiced.
That's practice ones.
That's an interesting question. I mean, I think for any podcast that you should have some kind of focus. Like, what's the reason that you're doing the show? What is the message that you want to share? Because if you're just talking to hear yourself talk, and you're boring yourself, chances are you've already bored whoever's listening already, and they're gone. So there should be a reason, a focus, a direction that you're going to go into. But I think some of the things that people worry about, like, how does my voice sound, or, something like that. I think if you have a well-produced show, like, just have some decent sounding audio. Don't sound like you're in a tin can, and don't worry if you have an accent, or you don't feel that you have the perfect polished voice. That's okay. It's more what your message is, and what you're saying, what you want to convey.
I never liked my voice. I honestly did.
Most people don't.
Yeah, I don't. And Liz Dawn from Celebrate Your Life, I remember when I first took the speaker program, she said, Elias, there's something about your voice that really resonates with me. She told me, she gave me a great compliment. She's like, your voice has this Wayne Dyer-ish kind of tone to it, especially when you get into the low notes. And I'm like, well, thank you very much. And people have said that my voice is very calming, and that's what I'm like, okay, I don't know what you've been listening to, but okay. And it's fascinating. The show, when I interview somebody, I love it. It's really easy. And I've done some of the podcasts on my own. Those are the hardest to do, like, just me, because usually I'm so, doing community theater when I was younger, and being on stage, it's so easy to get that feedback from people, or being on here and I'm watching people's comments and stuff. But to do it on my own, I have to really type up some really good bullet points to keep me on track because it's challenging. And
It is.
that's one of my self-awarenesses. It's how can I be more focused when it's just me? Because I know down the road, um, I'm sure more interviews are going to be coming up and stuff from whoever. Drew Barrymore, if you're listening, I'm ready. But it's it's really understanding more about how we conduct the questions and the information that we give. And like you said, your podcast being present. Are we being present? Are we talking about the things and the situations that are affecting us today and how we can move through it?
Yes, yes, definitely. And with interviews, you'll see, even I've done hundreds of interviews, and even now, like I was saying with Marianne Williamson, sometimes I'll still get nervous, or I'll think that I could have asked a different question, or maybe I could have approached it differently. So I think you're always learning and growing, and you're always going to get better the more that you do it.
Very, very true.
And yeah, and practice helps.
Yeah. I'm going to put this up here again, everybody. So if you are in the if you're listen, it's Mother's Day weekend. Treat your mom and come for a weekend. Go to California in May. It's beautiful in May, and come join us. Come join us. And I'm so thrilled and so excited. And thank you so much for having me be part of this panel. I'm just such an honor to be with these great people. Truly, truly. I'm excited to see what happens. I'm excited to see, get the vibe of everything. And it's been like he said, Ken.
It will be exciting.
Yeah, yeah. And also, let me just show you guys this. Let me see if I can bring it up again, because again, it's a little.
You've been doing a great job with this.
It's a little.
Because I know you're flying solo today.
I am flying solo. So let's see. I think that's not it. But yeah, we'll do this one. Okay. Nope, that's not it. Hang on. Okay, we'll go here. We'll go here. Hopefully this is it. Hopefully I'm putting up the right one, and we'll find out one way or the other. I did. Excellent.
You did it.
There is a great retreat, guys. There's still 1 or 2 spots left for the Mindset of Love retreat. And we're going to be doing a rhythmic soul sound healing, which is based on the teachings from the Mapuche tribe of Chile. So it's not just everybody laying down and listening to singing bowls. Everyone is a participant, and it's really amazing. We're going to learn about the mindset principles. It's going to be a little bit about what I'm teaching in California, but this is going to be really focused on you guys. And we're going to talk about the aspects of love, loving self, loving others, loving the purpose in your life, and loving who you are. And we're going to do an energy cord cutting. There's going to be a lot of experiential type of exercises. We have these amazing women on staff with me. They've all decided to be there the whole weekend. So they're going to give some input. And then we're also going to have a post retreat event where Lisa Nolan Shalowski, Ginger Perrick, and Laura Wusta and myself, we're going to do a 2-hour mediumship demonstration. So It's going to be really, really a lot of fun. Lisa is a trance channel, and she's a Lisa Williams student. So that's going to be fascinating. And Ginger has studied with so many people, and obviously Laura and John Holland, and I've learned from Lisa, John Holland, Dougal, Tony Stock. Have you ever had Tony Stockwell on?
I haven't had him on my show. I've heard of him, and I think I've actually seen him on TV. Wasn't he on one of the like ghost adventure shows?
I'm not sure. I mean, he's from the UK. He used to.
The name sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's an amazing person. Really, truly amazing.
Is he a medium?
He is well, he might be a large, but he's probably between. Sorry, so bad. That
was an easy one. Yeah, I gave that one to you.
Yes, you did. You did. He's just an amazing teacher, and I've just been so lucky with John Holland, Tony Stockwell, Dougal Fraser, Lisa Williams. Really got some great training and different aspects from all of them, which is really fascinating. Fascinating. Everyone, I just want you to. We have some more people joining. Vicky, good to see you, and Eleni Timoukanis Posisa, all the way from Greece. Thank you for being here. And Alajuan J7, thank you for being here. Thank you on Instagram.
Nice.
If you guys want, just come back and listen to the replay. You know, Diane, you and Tina are always welcome to be on.
I'll get her to come on.
Yeah, it'll be great.
She's got to do some of these Facebook Lives.
Yeah, it'll be great. And guys, again, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And speaking of Laura Wusta, Laura and I will be on Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 10 o'clock Mountain, 11 o'clock Central, 12 noon Eastern, for, we like to call it good. It's a Monday, it's Mystical Monday Musings. So it's good. So come join us for inspirational and intuitive messages for the week. Diane, you're always welcome, like I said. And please, guys, please check out mindbodyspirit.fm. You can find it, go directly there, or on Apple, or on Spotify.
You can find any of our podcasters on any podcast directory or app, whatever you love to use. Look up Elias, he'll be there. And if you want to see the whole lineup of people, definitely check out mindbodyspirit.fm, the website, and get the free mobile app for Apple or Android.
I'm going to do it one more time. I think I can do it. I was pretty excited, but we're gonna do it one more time, just so the people that just came on can see, and so I can practice this. Here we go, everybody. I'm going to, yes, right there, and there we have it. So here it is, guys. And
yay!
It's such a, it really is, everyone. Not because I'm on here, but if I wasn't, I would be listening to many of these people. Neil Donald Walsh, so great. So just such a great.
We have a collection now of different luminaries. We're bringing on guest podcasters. We just had a great meditation teacher, Henry Schuckman, and you should check him out if you're new to meditation and just want to have an exercise. He does a great exercise on the podcast. So yeah, I think there's something for everybody.
Yes.
Oh, does he have a meditation from Radley to get a free download there?
And Laura West won an award, didn't she?
She did. She won Best Faith-Based Show.
Yeah.
From Women in Podcasting. And another one of our shows got an award, our Mental Health, Hope, and Recovery. Check that out. We've got a couple of, health and wellness shows, Mental Health, Hope, and Recovery. And these two ladies, I just want to share, they're so great. They're not doctors, but they share their own experience. Mm-hmm. And they both have gone through these incredible challenges with mental health and come out the other end. So it's from a real, experiential point of view, what they've gone through. And they've won some awards.
Awesome.
Or won an award, definitely. Maybe more than one.
Maybe more than one.
Yeah.
Well, I am so, again, grateful for you to be here. And everyone, thanks always for always supporting and popping on. And it's just been, John Holland says, hey, you two. Hi, Diane.
Oh, hey, John.
Yeah, he's on Instagram. Hey, John. Good to see you.
Good to see you or hear from you.
Yeah. Look at John Holland. He made my ear just turn red. Yeah, I was just singing your praises, John, on how grateful I am that week that we did in Virginia Beach was so intensive and really shifted my thinking on mediumship and my just awareness of mediumship and really bringing messages through. And it's just been it's been an honor to watch John.
John is one of the greats. If you get to see him do a demonstration, a mediumship demonstration, And he did a reading on a show I did a few years ago, and I'll never forget it because it just will make the hair stand up, where he just nailed it with a caller that I had, a woman calling in, and it was pretty incredible. He got the name, kind of what happened, and she validated everything. It's amazing. I don't know how he does it. I've watched him do it. I don't know how it works, but it does.
John is so passionate about it, which is and passionate about that. And when he believes in someone, he's just so passionate about the work, no nonsense, and really truly. I love the passion that he has for animals and healing and just community stuff. It's really an honor to just learn from him. The favorite story that I use in every single mediumship demonstration that I say, and I always quote John, and I said, John Holland was in a place, and you'll love this story, Diane. And John, I hope I'm telling it correctly. I'll just say it the Greek way, which is short and simple, I hope. John was in a place and he had about 200, 300 people, and a woman in the front row. He's like, I want to come to you. He's like, I'm hearing the name Barbara. Barbara, does that mean anything for you? And she's like, Barbara. No, because John was talking about psychic amnesia, how people just forget about things. And she's like, yeah, Barbara. No, her husband hits her on the shoulder and says, that's you, Barbara. Just cracks me up every single time. I love the story, and everybody that has come to any of my demonstrations, it's always a good thing. So, and he was, when I took his class, grade, and we had just a lot to learn and a lot of good aha moments. Was very, very, very blessed. Very blessed. Well, Diane, again, thank you for being here.
Thank you. It's so fun.
Caps
off my day of winning Scrabble and going to the big protest and everything.
I know.
That's awesome.
Here's the thing, Diane. Because I just turned 60 2 days after Christmas, and I'm finding lately now, like, I was like, where did I put that? It's kind of like when you turn on the gas stove and it has to go click, 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 and then there it is. I'm like, oh, for God's sake. I'm like, I'm realizing that I have to write things down a little bit more. It happens. Yeah. Happy International Women's Day. Dolores says, go women.
Go women, yes.
Whoop, whoop. Again, everybody for being here. And remember, we are here to connect. And when we connect, we educate. And when we educate, we grow. From our hearts to yours. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Be well. Take care.